Hello, welcome to Moments of Faith. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm going to continue in 1 Peter. I'm going to be in chapter 5, looking at hopefully verses 1 through 4. I don't want to talk so fast you can't understand me. I'm told it's hard to understand me anyway. But this is talking about the shepherds after God's heart. A shepherd, as he uses here, is an elder. But I want you, as I talk about this, I'm going to talk about shepherds and elders, pastors, but understand it fits in your life. You're a leader. If you know Christ, you're a leader. People are watching you, and so we can take these principles and use them in every area of our life. So don't think it's not speaking to you. It is, and I hope this will be an encouragement to you. And he says in verse 1, the elders who are among you I exhort. It's kind of a heavy thing. He's saying with emphasis, I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to listen. And as he's saying these things, he says, I am also a fellow elder. He knows what it was to be a pastor, and he's identifying with these guys to let them know that he knows. And he said he's a witness of the sufferings of Christ. He was there when Jesus died. He saw those sufferings. And he said, I'm also a partaker of the glory that will be revealed. So he's identifying as an elder pastor. He saw the sufferings of Christ. And we've read of in the Word of God of Peter's suffering. And he's identifying with that. And he says, and the glory which will be when Jesus comes back. And we all look forward to that. But the idea here is to lead with humility. When you're an elder or a leader in the church or whatever you're doing, just as a person, to have humility, put others first, seeking their best. And then he says in verse 2, shepherd the flock of God which is among you. And again, he's given these pastors some exhortation. Shepherd the flock of God. Be a pastor to those that are among you. Don't be above them. Shepherd them through their trials, through their tribulations. Be willing to get your hands dirty. When you work with people, you're going to get your hands dirty and be able to get down in the mud, so to speak, and be where they are and work with them and help them, not by compulsion, but willingly. He said, do this now, serve passionately. He says, lead with humility, serve passionately so that you can do it from your heart, not from compulsion that you've got to do it, but willingly as a pastor. And then he says, not for dishonest gain, but eagerly. We're here not to see what we can get out of ministry. We're here for God's glory. We lead people to Christ. It's not us. Christ is working in people's life. And that's the whole purpose. I've talked so much about leading people to Christ, building people up in the faith. That's what we're supposed to be doing, not for show's sake. And he says, nor being lords over those entrusted to you, but be an example. So he says three things here in verse 1, 2, and 3. Lead with humility, serve passionately, and be an example. Leaders, all of us need to model a Christ-like spirit when we're leading with people. I know sometimes you may get hurt, but you cannot let that show. People are going to hurt your feelings. But, pastors, or any of you leaders, you're going to hurt somebody's feelings. I mean, your feelings are going to get hurt, but you're going to hurt somebody's feelings. So we've got to have a Christ-like spirit. And then verse 4, when the chief shepherd appears, you will receive the crown of glory, which shall not fade away. Look forward for the reward that we're going to have in heaven. We might not have any rewards here, but we can look forward to when we're in heaven and Jesus says, well done, thy good and faithful servant. So I hope you'll take these to heart. Lead with humility, serve passionately, be an example, and look forward to the reward. I hope this will be a blessing to you today. God bless you. Thank you for listening.